What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video where we will talk about Folarin Balogun, the very highly rated, hugely talented 19-year-old striker who is at Arsenal right now, but his contract expires at the end of the season and Liverpool want to sign him as a free agent in the summer after Arsenal failed to convince him to sign a new deal. The Daily Mail is reporting that even though Arteta wants to keep him, Balogun, it looks like he will leave Arsenal at the end of the season, and Arsenal have lost a lot of big players and great players throughout the years on free transfers. And this is what Arteta said about Balogun's contract situation. You need three parties to make a deal. For sure, Arsenal wants to make a deal, the manager wants to make a deal, the player wants to stay, and I'm sure about the agent. I'm not saying he's stopping, and Arteta said he's not sure about the agent. I'm not saying he's stopping the deal. I'm saying that we need to find an agreement with him. We are negotiating with an agent, with a player that wants to stay at the club, and we need to find an agreement. I'm telling you that we are doing everything we can to keep him here, and hopefully from the other part they are doing the same, and they defend the same interest, which is the player's interest, which is to stay here and be successful with us. And in this video I will talk in detail about what kind of player Balogun is, and he made his professional debut this season for Arsenal and he already has 2 goals in the Europa League. And Balogun is a hugely talented player. He made 5 appearances in total for Arsenal. All of them came as a substitute. So to score twice as a substitute in the Europa League is really impressive. And of course Liverpool are interested in Balogun. Why wouldn't we be? Because he's a hugely talented player. He's only 19 years old, so the sky's the limit for him. He has a huge future ahead of him. And also Southampton and Brighton are interested in the player as well. So guys, if you enjoy these transfer news updates, leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here, and let me know in the comments below which player do you want Liverpool to sign in the January transfer window. There is a problem, however, that Liverpool can't formally negotiate with Balogun as a free agent until the summer. There is a rule that he can negotiate with foreign clubs from January the 1st, and Balogun could prefer a move to Germany, to the Bundesliga, presumably for first team football, following in the footsteps of Jadon Sancho and other players. But the fact that Arsenal have conceded that he's off and he won't sign a new contract is undoubtedly a plus. And the Athletic reported that Arsenal tried to negotiate with Balogun, but now that they have given up on the idea for Balogun to sign a new contract because he and his agent rejected all contract offers. And I think he will be a perfect replacement for Divock Origi, who I think won't improve much in the coming months or years, and I think Liverpool want to sell Origi. Signing Balogun on a free transfer would be absolutely perfect for next season in my opinion. And Arsenal won in the FA Cup on the weekend over extra time, but what is interesting is Balogun wasn't even named as a substitute, and Arsenal fans basically said his time is up. He said, some of them said that Balogun just go to Liverpool or Dortmund, and some Arsenal fans are already fearing that Liverpool will snap Balogun up in the summer and turn him into the next Fernando Torres. That's what one Arsenal fan said. They would hate to see Balogun turn out for Liverpool, and that is saying something. That is saying that Balogun is a huge talent and they don't want, of course, Liverpool getting stronger. I think behind the scenes Liverpool will start talking with Balogun's agent and Balogun himself as well on a pre-contract agreement that can be drawn up in January. Of course it can't be done officially, but you know how these things work in the transfer window. Clubs always talk to players' agents through intermediaries, because you just can't stop that in the real world, especially nowadays with mobile phones. It's just so easy to call somebody up and ask them what they want and how interested in they are in a certain type of transfer. And Balogun is one of the brightest stars to come out of the Arsenal Academy in recent years, and I want to tell you guys about Balogun's career so far. So he was interestingly born in New York City, and he's just 19 years old, and he's 178 centimeters tall, that's 5'10" tall, and he migrated to England as a a 2-year-old child, he grew up in London. His parents were both born in Nigeria, and Balogun began with Arsenal at the age of 8. So he has been at Arsenal all through his life, and he sometimes played with his previous Sunday side, Aldersbrook. At the same time, he trialled with North London rivals Tottenham, and also he almost nearly signed for Tottenham, but then he signed a professional contract in February 2019 with Arsenal, and he made his senior debut in the Europa League against Dundalk, and then he scored his first senior goal against Molde in the Europa League, and he so far has 2 goals in 5 appearances. And Balogun also played in the 2018 UEFA European Under-17 Championship. He was also playing and scoring for the England Under-18 football team in a tournament in Dubai. And also in October last year, he made an appearance for the England national Under-20 football team against Wales. So I think he will be an England international when he grows up, but that's still not 100% sure. And of course it begs the question, if you can't get a regular place at Arsenal, if you can't start at Arsenal, why would you move to Liverpool? But I think a sensible option could be move to Liverpool and then get loaned out for 1 or 2 years and play regularly at another club. And if you develop at the right age and at the right rate, then you could start Liverpool in 2 or 3 years. Because in 2 or 3 years, maybe Salah, Mane and Firmino, maybe 2 of those 3 will not be at Liverpool anymore. And then there will be a straight route into the first team. And I mean, look at Diogo Jota, he's just 24 years old. So not that much older than Balogun. And he is good enough to start for Liverpool when he gets fit. So I think that Balogun could be a really big talent in the future. And this Sunday we are playing Manchester United at Anfield, a game which I'm really looking forward to. And however, there seems to be some very big injury concerns for Manchester United. So Eric Bailly got injured in their recent game, and also now Victor Lindelof, Paul Pogba and Luke Shaw, 3 players that would have started probably against Liverpool, are now injury concerns and majored out for the Liverpool-Manchester United game. And of course we don't celebrate Man United injuries here. These are notable absentees. Probably Pogba, Lindelof and Luke Shaw would have started against Liverpool, so that makes Man United weaker and that benefits Liverpool. So I just wanted to let you know that Man United have some injury concerns, and hopefully Liverpool can get Joel Matip fit for the Man United game. But even if he's not fit, I think it will be up to the strikers and the midfielders to break Man United down. We need to score goals against Man United. We shouldn't worry about our defense that much. But of course, Man United have some lightning fast players on the counter-attack, so we need to be very cautious and very wary of Man United attackers. And I'm sure that Jurgen Klopp will work on the training ground on how to set up this Liverpool team so we can nullify the Man United threat on the counter-attack. And I think either tomorrow or on Wednesday, Burnley will play Man United, so I will be rooting for Burnley in that one and hoping they can get a result against Man United, because it wouldn't be ideal if Man United won that game and then they would go into their game at Anfield 3 points clear of Liverpool. That wouldn't be ideal, but I think Liverpool will be under pressure anyway to win that game. And Fabrizio Romano spoke about the Mohamed Salah contract situation, and he said that Liverpool are really calm about the contract situation, even though Salah expressed interest and admiration. He actually confessed his admiration for Real Madrid and Barcelona in a recent interview. But this is what he said. In this moment, interest for sure, because obviously we are talking about a fantastic player, so it's impossible for any club not to be interested in Mohamed Salah. But at the moment there is nothing advanced with his agent or with Liverpool. Liverpool have not received anything from these clubs, so they were a bit surprised, but they know that what Salah said is, one day I would like to play in these clubs. This is normal because we are talking about 2 major clubs, Real Madrid and Barcelona, also to change leagues. His agent is negotiating with the club to understand what's going on with the new contract. They are not negotiating right now, but for sure the concept of Salah will be something they talk about like in the next year. So we will see, but for sure at the moment Liverpool are really calm about the situation of Salah. They are happy with him, they are concentrating more on other players like Fabinho, Van Dijk extending their contracts, and then we will see whether Salah, the contract can be extended with him as well. And Neil Jones is reporting in the Go newspaper or website that Liverpool are negotiating with 3 clubs over a potential loan move for the young centre-back Sepp Berg, who is not close to the Liverpool first team picture right now. He's just 19 years old, and even with Liverpool's biggest defensive injury crisis in a decade, Van Berg hasn't been anywhere near the first team, which shows that he still has some way to go in his development. Liverpool, of course, just paid £1.3 million for his services, and he just made 4 senior appearances for Liverpool. And Van Berg has been playing in the Liverpool under-23 league, for Liverpool the under-23s in the Premier League under-23 league. That team concedes quite a lot of goals, and most of the time it's Billy Koumetio and Van Berg at the heart of the defense, which shows that they might not be ready for the Liverpool first team just yet. And the 3 clubs are from the Belgian Pro League, which is the Belgian first division, second Bundesliga club, and one Swiss Super League side. So these are the 3 clubs that want to take Van Berg on loan. And I think that would benefit his career, because playing in the under-23 league in England is not that beneficial. It's basically youth level football, and I think Van Berg needs more like adult football experience to further his career. Do you remember Ryan Babel, the really talented Dutch winger who left Liverpool quite early in his career, and now he regrets it massively? And he was talking about Wijnaldum's current situation. He said, "I spent almost 4 years at Liverpool under Rafa Benitez and Kenny Dalglish. When I left to go and play in Germany, where Hoffenheim had become a big force, it was to become the biggest regret of my career. The only reason I left was because I wanted to have more playing minutes to keep my place in the Holland team, but you don't realize how dominating the playing style is at Liverpool until you play in a different team and a different league. I was brought up with really attacking football at Ajax in the academy. You learn to play that way. When I moved to Liverpool, it was exactly the same. It is in the DNA of the club to play attacking football. I loved every minute I was at Liverpool. Fortunately, Dirk Kuyt was at Liverpool, and he was a massive support to me. As a Liverpool player, you are always in the spotlight. The club is massive. Scoring the winning goal against Manchester United and Anfield was the highlight of my time." And I think Babel regrets it, because since then he has been bouncing around from club to club, but he didn't really find his home anywhere. And I think probably his most successful stint was at Besiktas, where he won the league title in Turkey with Besiktas, and he was a real fan favorite there. But I think Babel had huge potential, and if he was just a little bit more patient, then I think he would have been a Liverpool legend, because he had the talent and the know-how to become a really prolific winger. And Liverpool lacked a very good left winger up until we signed Sadio Mane. So there was a huge opportunity for Babel to bide his time and become a Liverpool regular first team player, but he was a little bit impatient and also very young as well, so it's understandable that he wanted to move on for more playing time, but even he regrets it now. And I think that not many players went on to have great careers after they left Liverpool. It's actually very rare. And that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Goodbye.